Hello, my dear friends. How are you doing today? I hope you're all okay. Today, in this story island, I have brought you a beautiful story. The name is The Stone Soup. It's a weird name, don't you think? Well, before I start my story, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Do you cooperate? Or do you like to do the things alone? Which one do you think is more fun? Well, follow me to the story and you will find out the answer to these questions. Today, our story is about the traveler. Now, once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a traveler. He traveled from town to town. In one of his journeys, he saw a town. It was a beautiful town full of trees. He thought to himself, I can go there and I can have some food. There is someone there who can help me and share his food with me. So he went to the town and he knocked on one door. Knock, knock, knock. The door was opened and he said, Excuse me, do you have any food that you can share with me? The woman said, No, I only have a few potatoes and they are mine. I'm not gonna give them to you. Well, what do you think? Didn't she share the potatoes with the traveler? He was hungry. Well, the traveler said goodbye and went to the other house. But the other house was as well like this house. He didn't give up hope, so he went house after house. But there was nothing. He went on and on and on until he saw something on the sideway of the road. It was a stone, but it was not just a regular stone. It was a smooth stone and it was an oval one. He thought to himself, I keep this stone. You never know how can it help you. So he put the stone in his bag and he went to another house. Knock, knock, knock. A strong and angry man opened the door and he said, What is it? What do you want? The traveler said, I'm sorry to bother you. I just thought maybe you have some food to share with me. The angry man didn't say anything and he slammed the door into his face. The traveler was so sad and so tired. He was so hungry too. Well, what do you think that he will do? Just wait a little bit and after a short break, I will tell you the rest of the story. Just stay with me. Welcome back. Now, if you remember, the traveler was so hungry and so tired, but no one helped him. So he went under the shadow of the tree. He stayed there for a while and then he looked at the town. He thought to himself, what a wonderful evening. The weather is so good and the town is so beautiful, but why no one is there? So he thought of something. What do you think that he thought of? He went to the square and shouted out. He said, Everyone, everyone, come here. I have a magical stone. Everybody was so surprised. What was it? Do you know? What was he talking about? Didn't have a magical stone? So everyone came out of their houses out of curiosity. They went to the square, and the man said, I have a magical stone, and I can make a meal big enough for everyone. It will be so much that we can even share it with other towns. People were so surprised. What was he talking about? So they said, okay, we want to see your magic, and we want some of that meal too. The man said, okay, but first I need a big pot. The strong, angry man said, okay, I have a big pot at my house, but I don't think that it will work. I don't believe in magic. The man said, trust me on this. This stone will work. So the angry man said, okay, I will go home and get my pot. He took his pot and he came to the square. They made a big fire and they put the pot on it. Then he poured some water in the pot and put the stone in it. Everyone was waiting to see when the magic will work. What do you think that will happen? Well, just like the people of the town, wait for a bit and I will tell you after a short break. Okay, my dear friends, if you remember, the traveler said that I have a magical stone that can make a meal big enough for everyone. The people of the town didn't really believe in him, but they thought that it is worth trying. So everyone gathered in the square. They put a big fire and they put the pot on it. A few minutes passed and nothing was happening. So one lady said, do you see? Nothing is happening. How can you say that this is a magical stone? The traveler said, it will work. But first of all, I think that our soup will be better if we had a little bit of tomatoes. The woman said, okay, I have tomatoes. I will go to my home and I will get them here. Everyone waited for the woman. She went away and after a while came back with tomatoes. And they put that in the pot. Another woman said, what do you think we put some potatoes in it? I think that it will taste great. The man said, okay, that's a great idea. Can you go get it? The woman said, yes, I have a few at my home. So she went home and after a while, she came back with potatoes. Then the man said, it will be great if we have peppers and salt. Two children were standing in the crowd and they said, we have those in our house. We will go get them. So everyone started to work. Some people said, we have cabbages. We will go to our house and we will take them. Another woman said, I have carrots. I will go and I will get some. It's gonna be a great soup. So after a while, you saw that everyone had fun and everyone were working together. Even the strong, angry man was so happy and he shouted, let's make it a meal party. We are all here. After a while, everyone forgot about the magic. And after 30 minutes, the soup was ready. The traveler said, everyone, the soup is ready. Go get your bowls. Therefore, everyone lined up, and all of them got soup. It was a big pot, and there were a lot of ingredients in it. So it was enough for them to share the soup with other people from other towns. Well, everyone was so happy. And after the meal, they sat with each other and they talked and laughed and said how fun this day was. Well, what do you think of the traveler? What was the magic of the stone? The traveler said something to the people and then left them. Do you want to know what he said to them? Well, follow me. After a short break, I will tell you what will happen. Welcome back. Now, everyone in the town had so much fun, and they were sitting together around the fire. The traveler stood up and said, "Well, my dear friends, do you see the magic of stone now?" Everyone was so confused. They said, "What magic? We made the soup together, and it was all the work of us." The traveler said, "Exactly, this is the magic. When you work together, everything will be better, and the result will be the greatest ever." So everyone agreed and said, "Yes, that was the magic, cooperating." You see how the traveler taught them the lesson? Well, I hope that you've learned the lesson too. I know that you cooperate with your friends, because that way everything will be much more fun. Well, don't go anywhere. I'll be back and I will tell you about the morals of the story. Alright, my dear Hodhod friends, I'm back with the morals of the story. You see, the story tells us that there is no magic. The traveler just used the word to get the people's attention. And then everyone saw that there is no magic. The great thing is always about cooperating. You see, the woman had tomatoes, but you can make a soup out of tomatoes. And the boys had salt and pepper, but you cannot make soup out of only salt and pepper. So the traveler gathered everyone in the square and told them to bring and share the things that they have. And with enough tomatoes, potatoes, salt and pepper, and everything else that people brought, they had a delicious food. Well, my dear friends, what about you? Do you cooperate? I'm sure that you do. You see, there is no such thing as magic. The only real thing is hard working and sense of cooperation. When you cooperate with your friends, everything will be fine, and everything will be fun too. And every one of you will get the best result ever. In cooperation, you learn a lot of things: how to be patient, how to be kind, and how to be good to other people. Well, did you like today's story? I hope that you did. I'll come back tomorrow with another story, and it will be a beautiful story. So don't forget. I will miss you so much. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.